Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to get you as much math information as we can on each of your students who struggled with tax or who might be challenged by the EOC. So I've sent you this file, Math Data 11. If you open it up, you're going to see that there's a column for teacher and a column for period. So you'll need your roles for your classes. These are alphabetical. So you just go through wherever you have a student, you add your name. You can go back and highlight that and highlight the cell and hit Control Copy, Control C, and then any place else you have a student, you can just click on it and hit Control V, and it'll enter your name for you. Then you can go down and enter your class periods. And so when you're finished, you'll have all your students listed, all their class periods listed. Well, you don't need all these other names, so we're going to get rid of those. So click on any cell and hit Control A, and that'll select all the data in the file, and we're going to sort that data. So go to Data and go to Sort. We want, first of all, to pull it up by your name, so select Teacher. Then we're going to add some other levels. You want to sort it by your class period, so you'll have them broken out by period. Then we want to sort them by grade level, because different students will be taking different tests in some of your classes. And then finally, we want them to be alphabetical within each class period. So teacher, period, grade, and name. And click OK. It'll ask you sort anything that looks like a number as a number. Hit OK. You may have to click twice. And it'll sort everything, and your students will be at the top. And they will be by class period. So, what do we do with all these other students? Well, click in the grade column right under your last student. Hold down on the left-hand side, click and hold, and drag all the way to the right of the spreadsheet and all the way to the bottom. Well, almost all the way to the bottom. You'll see there's a few things we're going to leave down there. So there's a lot of data on here, and you don't need to be messing with most of it. You just need your students. All right, we don't want to eliminate these yellow lines down here, so stop above the yellow lines and then just hit delete, and it'll get rid of all that information. Now, if you want to add something, we need to go back and add what tests these students took. Okay, your students at the top, you have information for them by objective. So let's take this one right here. This one's a 10th grader. The others are 8th graders. So we need to know how many questions there were for each objective. That's what's in these yellow rows at the bottom. So we've got 8th graders, so you go to the line that has 8th grade on it, the row, and click and hit Control C, and that will copy it. Then you go to wherever you have 8th graders, click on that row, and on the Home tab, you want to hit Insert. And it will insert the number of items that were in each objective. So these two students both got 5 questions out of 10 questions correct. This one got 8 out of 10. Okay, and then you will have people in other grades, so you can also get those other grades and insert them. And you'd want to do that for each class period because you may have mixed grade levels in each class period. Okay, what information does this give you for each kid? Well, you're going to be able to tell if they're Hispanic, African American, economically disadvantaged, LEP, ESL, SPED, and then you get to their objectives. And you can tell how they scored on each objective out of the total number of questions asked. Okay, so that helps you identify where they have the greatest opportunity to grow. This student had 1 out of 10 in Objective 1. Great opportunity for improvement there. So you'll have all your objectives. Remember, the 8th graders are only tested on 6 objectives. When they get to high school, it's 10 objectives. Also over here, you'll have their total raw score. This student had 16. They needed 29 out of 50. So that tells you exactly how many they need to get to met standard. And then you have their scaled score. Okay. So you've got scaled scores, you've got the raw score, and then over here you have the version of the test. If it says M, it's modified. If it says A, it's tax accommodated, and if it says K, it's regular tax. So that's the information you'll have in the spreadsheet. Now, we want to just keep your stuff together. So if we just want this to be for you and your students, we're going to save as, and you're going to go right in front of this math and click and add your name. Click Save, and now file that's only your students. Now you still have that other file. If someone transfers in from another class, you can go in that other file, find that student, click their row, hit Control-C, and go add it to your list that you've already created. So hopefully this will help you have a lot of data to work with each individual student, and you'll be able to be better able to meet their needs.